Hello, so today I'm making a different way, prawns in a different way, and it's called Konjj tiyal in Malayalam. Konjj means prawns, and tiyal is this particular dish that I'm making. Basically, it's about you know slow roasting a raw coconut, or you can even use dry copra. Copra, it's called copra in in Hindi over here. That is, you know, coconut that has been removed from the shell and then sun dried. So instead of that, I've used raw coconut. I've grated it, and now I'm going to dry roast it on a slow flame till it becomes brown. And then I have to, actually you're supposed to also roast uh, dry chilies with this, but I don't have that, and I'll be using chili powder. So this is the first stage, and I'm using this earthen vessel to make the to make this dish. It's the only dish where seafood and vegetables are cooked together, and I'll be adding two main things that I used in South Kerala, and that is drumsticks and raw banana with prawns. So this is the consistency till which you have to roast it. This pan is still, this vessel is still hot, and it will brown a little bit more. Then I'll be grinding it. You don't need to add anything in this. No ginger, no garlic, no onions, nothing. I'll be adding a little curry leaves and grinding this. But in tiyal, you just add coconut, mustard, I'm sorry, coriander seeds and dry chilies, and you're supposed to roast all three together. But I have just taken this because I'm going to use chili powder. There are no dry chilies at home. So here goes. Step 2. So it's become browner just by keeping it in the pan. I'm going to grind this now. So this is it. I'm going to be grinding it. First dry grind it so that this becomes a nice paste, and then add the water, or it'll become a little, it'll take longer to grind. The first step always tempering of mustard seeds in coconut oil. This is curry leaves I put in, and I'll be adding chopped roughly chopped onions to this. Once it becomes pink, I add the masala. So these are the roughly chopped onions. Now I'll be adding this to the oil once it becomes hot. The onions turn pink in no time, and I've added the chili powder and the turmeric powder because I need to roast this. This is supposed to be roasted with the coconut, but since I didn't have dry red chilies, I didn't roast it. So this has to roast, and then for the brown color to come out, and then it to be turning a little brown, and then I add the coconut and saute it, and then it gets that rich dark brown color, which is how tiyal looks. So this is getting brown, and now I'll be adding the coconut and coconut paste, and then sauteing that too. So this is coming around really well. The aroma is spot on because of the nuttiness of the coconut, and it being dry roasted. I mean, I didn't really dry roast it because of this vessel. I put a little drops of oil, and so the aroma is very unique when you roast the coconut before grinding it, and the flavor of the curry leaves that were ground with the masala, and it's a brilliant taste. I mean, aroma. So I've added the prawns now, and I'll be cooking this with the tomatoes. Then I'll be adding the raw plantain and drumsticks. So the prawns will cook. In South India, we tend to cook prawns also a little more, and since raw plantain and drumsticks cook fast, this is the first thing to go. Next I'll be adding the tomatoes because they also need to tenderize and become soft and mushy by the time the dish comes together. So this is how it goes. And if you put the prawns in at this stage, then it becomes the whole essence of the prawns gets into the gravy. So the tomatoes have gone in. I'm going to put a lid on this and quickly clean the drumsticks and add them next. And the last thing to go in will be the raw bananas. So these are clean. First you cut them and then you wash them, and now I'll be adding it to the curry. I've switched the flame off because the prawns have become really small. They've shriveled up, and so this I'll be letting it cook, sit in the heat of the pan, and then I'll be cutting the raw plantain, and then I'll be putting the flame back on. So this is one vegetable which is very it's very fast to clean, chop and wash. And now I'll be adding it to the curry. This has gone in. I'll add a little bit more of water, and then I'll be cooking this after taking a taste test to see how much salt is there. And this will cook on a low flame for another 10 minutes, and that it'll be done. Actually the prawns are really done, but the essence of everything has to get into everything else. And this is one dish in South India, in Kerala, which is vegetables and seafood. Mostly it's only seafood by itself, except for maybe mangoes, whereas in the northeast and to the far east they make a lot of fish with vegetables. They don't eat seafood, they eat river fish, and they pair it with a lot of vegetables like ridge gourd, potatoes, aubergine, brinjals, bottle gourd, loki, and it's like anything and everything with fish, all kinds of vegetables and fish. Whereas I grew up without any of that. Fish is made only with fish, and this is the only seafood where vegetables were added. But every region has its own variations and varieties. So this is Konjj tiyal. Konjj means prawn, and tiyal is this curry with just coconut and spices, dry roasted, ground, and then cooked on a low flame. So the curry is done. I'm going to switch it off in 2 minutes. So if you see, the oil has separated on top, and I took a taste test. It's spot on, the spice level, and everything is cooked down really well. I like to overcook the meat and fish I cook. Even prawns, I like it a little overdone. And these are definitely not sea prawns. They don't have any kind of strong aroma, so I think they are river prawns. And anyway, they are tasty and yummy, so I have no complaints. And this is my video for today. A main dish, which is Konjj tiyal, prawn tiyal, and my kids don't like it much. Nobody likes it much. But I'm making it because they say it's very beneficial. It's beneficial to eat drumsticks when you're dealing with cancer. So this is what I made for dinner for me, and because everybody ate out and it's only me, so I just made one dish with all the vegetables and protein in it. This is very, very tasty, even if I say so myself. So do try it and let me know. Thank you for viewing. Bye and take care.